Yeah, I think, yeah. Okay, well, let's get started.
Great.
Okay, so hey everyone again. Let me share my screen. All right. So today we will be talking about like a video first sales engagement in 2023 and how and when to apply videos in your sales cadences. Personally, I think it's a great topic. We can talk a lot about this, and yeah. Heidi, putting my back to you.
Yeah, so thanks so much, everyone, again, for joining today's session. Let's make it really conversational. Join in the chat with your questions. I'm Heidi Kwasnick with Hippo Video. Excited to join Vlad at reply.io for this session. And Vlad, over to you.
Yeah, so maybe as you lots of you maybe know, my name is Vlad, and I am an SDR leader here at Reply. So yeah, I'm also happy to share a few use cases on how to use personalized videos within your sales process, your sales sequences, and how to master this piece of your sales engagement game.
So you got to start these things out with a little poll, right? So I'd love to have all of you answer this question, and it does transition into something. So what's your go-to fast food? McDonald's, Burger King. Which one of these four do you prefer? Please vote, and we'll take a look at your answers. Myself, I guess I would choose McDonald's. I mean, bar none on the French fries. Those are just absolutely delicious. Love them. What about you, Vlad? What do you prefer?
Yeah, great choice. The same. I'm also a McDonald's guy here.
Yeah.
By the way, there is. I remember there is like even study saying that if they open a McDonald's in a new city, this city becomes more appealing to like tourists, basically.
Oh, wow. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like Chipotle is number one.
Mm.
All right. And McDonald's just inches a little bit above Taco Bell, but Chipotle definitely is preferred.
Mm-hmm.
So can you put the slides in presentation mode?
Sure. Let's go.
Okay, great. Perfect. And then let's go to the next. So really the point of the question, you can see that in the results of our fast food poll, there was a variety of answers. Outside of Chipotle, pretty equal in the answers of what people prefer to eat. And the question really stems from, you never know what you're going to get when you're doing outbound, you're prospecting, you're cold calling. You never know what you're going to get on the other end of the line. For myself, for example, I don't tend to answer my phone. If somebody calls me, I'm not going to answer. I'm going to let it go to voicemail, see who that person is calling. It's probably going to be a prospecting call, so I'm not going to answer it. Vlad, on the other hand, sitting at home all by himself, hasn't really engaged or talked to anyone during the day. He's going to pick up the phone because even if it is a cold call, he's an SDR manager. He wants to hear the pitch. He wants to hear the conversation. And even if he's not buying, maybe he'll provide tips to that person on how to do a cold call better. Me, number one way, obviously, to get my attention is to send over a video. I'm not going to answer the phone, and I'm definitely not going to read a text-heavy email. So the point being is that, you may not like to cold call. Maybe you're not comfortable with video yet, but again, you don't know who you're going to get on the other end of the line, which is why you should have a good mix of multimedia in your outbound to ensure that the person on the other end gets your content, your pitch, the way that they prefer to receive information about your products and services. Can you go to the next? And, you can look at Gartner reports. They've got a standardized report now of how you should be engaging your prospects, and they agree with the fast food scenario. A good mix ensures that you're going to get more leads, get more conversations through chat, through video, through email, through cold call, through LinkedIn. So really focus on that variety of touch points to make sure that you can engage people in a more meaningful way. And I think, Vlad, in the next slide, you have sort of a mix of how that flow should go. Would love to hear comments in the chat about your existing sales cadences, and if you're using a variety today, or if you're just sort of sticking to a particular flow within your outbound. Does this multi-channel sequence look familiar to you, or is it something that you're looking at adopting more in 2023? Any comments on that?
Yeah, sure. Curious to know what you think about multi-channel sequences and similar to the
So I'm
sequencing
seeing a
is-
lot of LinkedIn adopting more. Kayla uses a similar sequence. Okay, great.
um,
Vlad, insofar as like your expertise with your team, talk a little bit about the multi-channel sequences that the team is using.
Yeah, that's a great question. And again, there are a bunch of different styles how to kind of design your multi-channel outbound sequences, your inbound sequences. It also depends on your like style, whether it's aggressive or whether it's like more polite. So we stick to a more polite version, I would say, light version. As you can see here, our cadence, our sequence is like lasts for 60 days, almost 2 months. It's like both LinkedIn and email heavy. And as you can see here, typically when we talk about like LinkedIn heavy sequences, it means that we are trying to focus on high priority potential customers and prospects, because nowadays you can't kind of send lots of connection requests because of LinkedIn policies. But again, it's still great sequence for your top priority potential customers. So we start with LinkedIn view profile on day 1. So that's how we kind of want to show up in their notification center. So that's how a prospect can see that we visited their LinkedIn profile. So probably we did some research. Then we send them a connection request. Typically, we send a blank one. It works like a charm for us, just a blank connection request with no pitch at all. And then we are sending our very first email in a few days. It can be, it must be actually, it has to be a highly personalized email with in both relevant and personalized. So, and in this case, you can use personalized video as well to make it even more appealing. And then we send a LinkedIn message in case they accepted our connection request, saying something like, are you familiar with reply or something? And it's a question, just simple question. And typically they say, yes, I heard about you guys. No, I haven't heard about you before. And that's how it's actually a conversation starter. Then, of course, we rely on some email follow-ups, and then a few more LinkedIn messages if no reply at all. Because we try to add additional value, we send a useful link. In our case, it's something about sales development, like resources, lists, curated lists, etc. And then we can, send a few more emails, and again, if our SDR has time, we can send even personalized LinkedIn voice message to break through the noise.
Vlad, when you say a blend LinkedIn, what do you mean by that?
Oh, I mean blank, sorry.
Oh, a blank. Sorry.
Blank, yeah.
Lost in translation. Gotcha. Thanks.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So just connecting with them, you can add the connections and not send a note. Yeah.
Yeah. We used to try both with some text and notes, but we figured out for us it works to send just a blank connection request.
Someone is asking, what are your screenshots on day 20?
Oh, that's a great question. So if you saw some of our webinars, it's kind of a personalized image that we use within our sequences. You can search for another webinar with high price we had a year ago. And so yeah, it's a personalized image explaining the value of reply and how we can help that company, that account.
So can you explain it insofar as like if someone were to use that in a sequence with their software?
Yeah, they can use applying, of course, to this, and we have some native integrations with High Price. It's a tool for generating those personalized screenshots and images. Yeah.
That's an interesting question and a statement as well. I think, you know, in a past life of mine, I worked for an organization that did website search. And, you know, if I were to have video way back then, I could have utilized Hippo video to go to the e-commerce website that I was prospecting into and, you know, do a myself in the picture of the screen and videotape the search results as I plug them in and then send over that video to show here right away. I searched for this product and everything but red boots showed up. So you've got a problem with your site search and I can help you with my solution. So when you think about, you know, utilizing video in your sales cadence, I wouldn't limit yourself to just videotaping yourself trying to knock on someone's door and get them to answer. Think about utilizing it in real life technology of how your products or services can help that person sell more, break through, provide better customer services and those types of things, because there is such a wide variety of ways in which you can use video within your sequences.
Yes, it's a great example. Yeah, I totally agree. So yeah, it's a great example.
So someone is asking, why does video come so low in the sequence? And this is just a multi-channel sequence example. Best practices show that, you know, you do a LinkedIn connect, you do an email. Once they've connected with you, then, you know, it's sort of standard, sort of approval that you can then send a video of yourself. They've connected with you on LinkedIn and you can either send a video via, you know, Gmail or Outlook, but you can also with Hippo Video send an active GIF through InMail, which, you know, you may want to actually utilize both. Like I said in the beginning, some people look at email more than InMail, so you want to have a good mix. Yes, you can scale, just answering some questions in the chat. Yes, you can absolutely scale your video approach with Hippo by sending, you know, 1,000 prospects a personalized video, because we're pulling data from your CRM. So there's that sort of fill, that feed fill from CRM where it would be, hi Vlad, hi Heidi. So there's a lot of opportunity to personalize that message, not only in that regard, but also through video merge. If you were to just record yourself saying the person's name and then merging it into another video that talks about your products and services in your pitch. Renee, I wouldn't say that sending a video in the first email is a good idea. Best practices is either the second or the third email. You don't want to be intrusive within your sales cadence. I think we have another poll coming up. So you want to put that poll up?
Yeah. Also, yeah, go ahead.
So think about the different sales cadences that you've built. And, I think if it's just cold outbound, I think mine have definitely included over 10 touch points. But tell us how many are in your typical sales cadence. And this, may even have to do with the factor of whether you're SMB or mid-market or enterprise. Vlad, what do you think about that in terms of touch points if you're reaching out to SMB versus enterprise? How much does it make a difference?
Of course, yeah, it definitely makes a difference because when we talk about SMB and enterprise, typically we take into account like the most important metric, average contract value, for example, or the average contract value, ACV. So, and now your sales leader or your, I don't know, your CEO, and you have some kind of revenue metric, revenue goals. And thus, if you have like, if your average contract value is like 5K, maybe 2K, less than 10K, I would say, then you could heavily rely on extensive like cold outreach with less steps. So you can send more emails probably, because in that case, it's going to be email heavy sequence, plus maybe personalized videos in the middle of your sequence, or maybe like one-to-many personalized video with variables, like as you mentioned, with first name, company name. When it comes to enterprise, definitely you have less prospects, less accounts, and you have to be more creative. Thus, to get in touch with these decision makers from bigger accounts, you have to kind of go through every possible channel. So that's my thought here. What do you think?
Yeah, I know with enterprise, there's an average of 11 decision makers. So you've really got to hit it hard and, speak to the variety of people that are included in those conversations at their specific level too. Interesting. Looks like most people's sales cadences are between 6 and 10 touches. And I would imagine that, once that cadence is finished, you either set it back for a month or two, and then, bring it forward as well later on with the new sales cadence. Interesting.
Right, so here's the results. So interesting, right?
Yeah, it looks like 10.
10, yeah, 6 to 10, 6 to 10. Okay, interesting.
Is that, Vlad, when you're managing your team, what are you telling them?
So yeah, we have again, yes, we have like a bunch of different sequence for different personas, industries, verticals, and yeah, when it comes to outbound, if it is email heavy sequence, and it is 6 to 10 steps. If it's as per our previous slide, if it is multi-channel sequence, and definitely it's 10 plus steps.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Want to go to the next?
Okay, go. Let's go.
So something else that I wanted to sort of bring up and highlight about video, maybe you've experienced yourself. Someone's sent over a long email, and you're reading through it and your mind starts to wander. Well, you're not alone. We typically only remember 10% of what we read. And, think about your day-to-day, all the distractions, either working from home or in the office, these drive-bys at your desk. So really retention is pretty low if you're sending over an email that has some significant content relative to your products and services. People probably aren't going to remember much. You're picking up the phone or, giving them a call, having a conversation with someone that improves, what we hear, people will retain 50% of that. But and what they're seeing on their screen, they'll retain more. So the best bet that you have is to share a video out so that people can see and they can hear with limited reading about your products and services. They're going to retain the most information with video. And as well, I would add, how many meetings do you have where the decision makers are not present? I think it's 59% of decision makers and executives prefer to receive information about your products and services. They prefer to learn from video. Think about their calendars and how packed their schedules are. That's why they're not joining the meeting, because they don't have enough time. So, to get to that decision maker, to get them to look at your pitch, at those specific pieces of your demonstration, probably best to send them a video. So all through the sales cycle, whether it's outbound cold calling, these types of things, or within the sales funnel, you should utilize video because it is so powerful and people will remember. And lastly, I would say that not a lot of people are using video. So it's a great way to still stand out in this crowd of countless emails that we're all receiving. What do you think about video, Vlad? I know it's, it can be a little bit of a challenge. It can be scary once you first turn on the camera and you see yourself and you're like, oh my gosh, what's going on here?
Yeah.
Tell us about your first video.
Yeah, that's a great question. I remember that was awful video, I would say. Yeah, it happened like I guess I tried it back in 2017 or 18. There's a wave of new like sales engagement tools, of new like products, including personalized videos, and I just gave it a try. I recorded it and it was awful, but I clicked the button send and yeah. But I don't remember what happened next, but yeah, that was awful experience.
Yeah.
But again, now it's like it's one of our channels here at Reply, and as there is rely on personalized videos, and not just in our, I would say, sales sequences, but in other we use videos for other use cases as well, and I will show them later.
Yeah. So someone asked a question, how about topics for video? What's the best thing to say? Do you want to go to the next slide? Thank you. Topics for video, I would get to it. I mean, don't talk about the weather, where you're located. You've got best practices would be 30 seconds to, for sure, under a minute recording your video. There's so many different topics. I'm not sure what specific platform you're selling or who you're calling out to, but, would love to have a conversation with you to give you some tips about it, but, really get to the point. Hey, I've noticed XYZ about your website. We can help you with this. I mean, I would stick to metrics right away. I know that this is a challenge within your industry. My solution has helped similar customers, XYZ, with these challenges. Love to share a call with you to, show you the benefits of this, so I would do, metrics, how that pain is affecting you, customers that have seen the benefits, and then, go for the close. Yes, you can show with Hippo Video the prospect's website in the background, and we also have a quick connect where you can just drop in the person's LinkedIn URL and quickly put their LinkedIn profile as your backdrop. It's super slick. So then imagine me sending you a video and your picture on LinkedIn is the backdrop. I would say that people are naturally curious. And if I see myself on someone else's video and I'm the backdrop and it's only 30 seconds, I'm probably going to click on that and try and figure out what is this person doing with me in the background. Lots of questions coming in.
Yeah, lots of questions. Agree. So yeah, feel free to use Q&A section as well. We'll have a Q&A after the presentation too. Yeah,
That's great.
that's great. Lots of questions. I love that. So don't stop.
So let's transition to Vlad and kind of walk through a couple steps with reply and look at
Okay.
sales cadences.
Yeah, okay. So as Heidi mentioned, there are a bunch of different use cases. You can use personalized videos, not just for your prospecting efforts, but for your sales process. I mean, for closing deals, pushing them through the line, etc. So a bunch of different use cases, not just cold outreach or something. Okay. In the meantime, I will show you Hippo Video and reply. I will show you Hippo Video and reply real-time feature integration. Okay, let me know in the comments. Can you hear me, or am I like really?
I think it's better now, but can you put it in presentation mode again?
Let me just asking about volume, because sounds like no one can hear you. I mean,
Can you guys hear Vlad?
okay,
Volume
volume is good now. Okay, thanks. Sorry about that. Okay, so yeah, I will go like I will have to jump between tabs. So yeah, I will get back to the presentation mode.
Okay.
Okay, so first of all, I will show you a very quick demo of Hippo Video and reply in real time. So okay, as we mentioned about there are a bunch of different use cases, and you can build your sequence in reply and use Hippo Video like both, and you can use both of these systems. So for example, let's go to reply. Let's create a new sequence. We can choose from template. Like let's choose multi-channel demo request sequence. And we have a bunch of different steps here. And of course, you can add your video whenever you want. But here's how our SDR team and sales team manages personalized videos at reply. So actually, we use a step, which is a manual email step. So I'll put some content here to save it. And here's how it works. Every time when you add a prospect to a sequence in reply will generate a manual task for this email. So you can personalize it before clicking the button send now. So here's how it works. I will open, imagine we have this manual step, and there is some content, for example. There's some content here, and it's just a template, right? And then when you add new prospect to the sequence, and when this manual task occurs, here's how you can manage this, and here's how we manage this. You open our extension, you can open our extension, and then you have these manual tasks. And those template is already has these variables, and they're already here. Instead of variables, you can see real data. And now all we need to do is just to record that personalized video. For example, we use Hippo Video, I recorded one video, then you can just copy the link with the thumbnail, and then you can insert it here, and boom, it's ready. Your template with all the variables you have, like industry, company name, I don't know, whatever you use as variables in your sales engagement platform, it's it's already here. And now you just have to record this video, and then you can just click send and complete, and that's it. So that's how you and your SDRs can kind of streamline this process. So no need to create tasks in, I don't know, in your CRM or in your calendar, etc. It's everything here, right? So that's how your SDRs just can focus and just keep working on their tasks, right? So this is the easiest way to kind of streamline your process, and using personalized videos with reply and video. So that's how it works. Okay, if you have any questions so far, just let me know.
I would say as well, once you're building out the sales cadence and you're incorporating video, the best thing to do is sort of think about, who you're going after this week, and think about the videos that you might want to create or videos that you've created in the past. And then, quickly spend an hour, because you can personalize it with those merge fields from your CRM. So overall, think about the videos that you want to create, and then you're just plopping them into either an existing sales cadence or one that you're creating new. So we definitely don't want to have everyone creating a video on the fly for every single person that they're reaching out to. Best practice is to have a library of videos that you're utilizing merge fields and sending them out. Yes, Hippo Video can utilize a file to then personalize those videos, no problem.
And the best part, it also works with reply. So I would say here's how it works. You can choose here reply. And then
Michael, can you hear Vlad?
Okay. I have, oh.
Yes, he can.
Yes, he can. Okay, yeah. And then, yeah, ask the question in the chat. Happy to answer it. So, is anything else?
What's your question, Michael? No, I can't hear you.
Just, yeah, ask the question in the Q&A section on the chat.
Can you put it in the chat?
Yeah. All right, so here's how it works. And then you just click send and complete, and that's it. So that's how your SDR team can kind of really streamline the process. All right, and then let's proceed with different use cases. Of course, first one is called outreach. For example, as an SDR or salesperson, you have a list of, I don't know, 100 prospects or 1,000 prospects. So add them to a sequence to your cadence, add a manual step that includes a personalized video, and just process the list. So this is the most common use case. Number two is follow-up emails. So here's how it works. Of course, you can personalize your first email, or instead of spending time on personalizing the first email, you can use personalized videos in your follow-ups. So that's how you can get some positive response in your step number one, and then in case you haven't received a response, you can use personalized video to delight them. So that's how it actually works. And here's a few templates like, hey, wanted to put a face to the email I sent over a couple of days ago, trying my best to catch your attention. Just be creative here. Number three is SDR account executive handoff. So here's how we manage this playbook here at Fly. So our SDRs books a demo. SDR sends a handoff email to connect the prospect with our account executive. So instead of sending just a generic handoff email, we can make it more personalized and send that personalized video to include in that handoff email. So here's how it works. Here's the just video template. Hey, first name, platform employee IO here. Thanks again for booking product tour with us. I would like to introduce you to Nish, Michelle, Alex, etc. They will walk you through the platform. Just nice to have video to kind of to show them that we practice what we preach, and we use a multi-channel approach here at Reply as well. And then here's how it looks in our email. So hi, first name, just send the invite for our meeting along with Zoom meeting details. I would like to introduce our account executive. Here's a quick video of our upcoming meeting. It's just nice to have, like, yeah, in this way, we show that we value their time and want to be personalized. Heidi, any comments here or maybe chat?
Yeah, so I would say a couple other questions that have come in from Rob and Michael. Yes, we can integrate with your email service provider, Gmail, Outlook, and either through CRM file. So you're looking at different contacts within your CRM and you're identifying them and sending them all that video, or through even just a data file that you can upload into Hippo Video, which then will grab that person's name and you personalized all of those emails, 1,000, whatever that you want to send out. So it's pretty slick.
Yeah, I would also recommend maybe to schedule a demo or something to see a video, and
Yeah.
To see how it works. Yeah, very good thing, I'd say. All right, and okay, number 4 is demo no show. For example, here's how it works at Reply. SDRs books a demo, but for some reason prospect didn't join a call. Typically, our no show rate is 20%, like meaning out of 10 demos we book, 2 prospects won't show up on a call. So we have a specific, a very specific playbook, I would say sequence, that we run for these demo no shows. And we ask SDRs to add this prospect to a demo no show sequence. And one of our emails in this sequence includes a personalized video. Again, just to make it more personalized. Here's a template. Hey, I reached out a few times, but I haven't heard back from you. I know things can be busy, but I'm hoping to help you with automating your sales outreach. So here's a quick video for you. Is it something you might be interested in? And it works for us. Now, again, MQLs, when we talk about marketing qualified leads, like prospects and contacts who attended a webinar or downloaded a PDF. So your marketing team produces tons of content, right? So, and later a prospect, someone like downloads a PDF, attends a webinar, fills a form, and then you can just ask your SDRs, marketing can cooperate with sales reps and sales team and ask SDRs or account executives to send personalized emails to these MQLs, including videos. So for example, when someone downloads a PDF on our website, we send a trigger in Slack to our SDRs, notifying them about this event, and then they just proactively contact, they proactively reach out to these prospects. So yeah, here's a video template we use in that sequence. Of course, we will send you the presentation, so you will have more time to review those templates. And then here's how it works. Just a very simple email. Since Reply is a multi-channel sales engagement platform, I created this quick video for you, and then you can send something personalized, or it can be a pre-recorded video, I guess, just for this specific use case. So yeah. Any questions? What do you think? Oh, and the best part, here's stats of this sequence. Open rate is like 85%, reply rate is 30%, and almost 10% interested in having the conversation with us. And again, this is just MQLs, not like hand raisers or trial signups or demo requests. It's just website visitors who downloaded a PDF.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. How much content are you including in your cadences generally? Like, is there a number of white pages? What do you think is best for that? I mean, are people really even reading white pages?
Typically, no, we don't add white pages. For example, if it is a webinar prospect, then we of course add a video recording of that webinar. In this case, this one, I would say. Then we're trying to send some useful content. I would say curation list, for example, or maybe a list. For example, when we target SDRs, we can send them a list of prospecting tools or a list of useful stats, or maybe sometimes we send even like commission calculators, some useful free tools, I would say, not just white papers. Yeah, because I think it doesn't work.
Yeah. I mean, I guess, now that I think about it, you could even record a video that says, hey, so-and-so, I've attached a white paper to this video. Important things that I pulled from that I think would be relevant to you in the white paper, because maybe you're not going to read, and then list out the metrics just like you do with the text person's name in the video. They saw a 20% increase in open rates, and and whatever else is in the metric or in the white paper, you could pop up those metrics within the video. I mean, they may not read it, but at least if they're watching that 30-second, 1-minute video, they're getting the cliff notes on what's in the white paper.
Great point. Okay, a few more questions, and let's go on. Can reply send personalized videos at scale? Unfortunately, no. You have to rely on platforms like Hypervideo. Question: you mentioned sending 1,000 emails with videos through Gmail and not personalized in the list. How to set up these to do that? I think Heidi can answer the question.
Yeah, Michael, I'd love to share a conversation with you and show you how we do that. It's through an integration with your CRM, or it's just a data file that you would then upload into that video. So happy to have a sidebar with you to talk about that.
Let's go on. And here's not a use case, but I would say prospecting tactic, strategy, or growth hack, whatever you call it. Just reuse your videos. For example, your SDRs spend at least 2 to 5 minutes to record one personalized video. They send it to a prospect, but prospect never opens this email. As Heidi mentioned, someone prefers LinkedIn, someone prefers emails, right? And prospect never opens this email, for example. So you can ask your SDRs to repurpose that video across other channels. For example, if you send a personalized video via email, you can send it as a LinkedIn message or as SMS or Twitter direct message, right? It's up to you. So just repurpose your personalized videos. And this is just an idea. So here's how it works. Here's a LinkedIn message. Hey, have you seen my video? I just sent you an email a day ago or 2 days ago. Have you seen it? So yeah, just show off it again, I would say. Yeah. And here is a list of other playbooks for salespeople. Okay, here's a list of playbooks and how you can use personalized videos. First of all, cold outreach, inbound trial signups. We also use personalized videos for inbound trials, MQLs like webinars, PDF, demo requests, follow-up emails, SDR account executive, salesperson handoffs, demo no-shows, for high intent prospects, for high value prospects, for ghosting opportunities, meaning you can re-engage your like closed lost opportunities in your CRM, and you can send a personalized video mentioning content from I don't know, from discovery notes, and that's how you can use videos for ghosting opportunities. A reminder before demo, reuse a video, and of course one-to-many videos. For example, we had our annual conference back in October, and our SDR team had a task to send, like, I would say 5,000 personalized like invitations via email for our prospects, and we just record one video and send it to everyone in that list. So you can be creative with videos. So that's what I wanted to say.
Yeah, I love some of these on here, like the ghosting opportunities. That is really a fun opportunity to get creative and send a video. And that's part of it too. You know, there's a fine line between being just completely ridiculous, but, you know, get creative and be yourself. A lot of people now are incorporating their dogs, which I'd grab mine, but they're sleeping. But, you know, get your dog. That's increased open rates. Just have fun with it. Be natural, but, you know, stick to business as well. Talk about metrics. Make sure you get your key points out there so that, you know, it gets them to open the email because they're curious, but then, you know, do your pitch too.
Love that idea with
Yeah.
Our cat. Yeah. All right, and yeah, we're now let's have some Q&A. Some questions, I would say.
You know, I would, someone asked if it's important to mention that there's a video within your email subject line. I would play around with that. I mean, that subject lines are, you know, an art within themselves, right? So I would sort of A, B, C, D test that out.
Yeah, that's a great point. Personally, sometimes we say I made you a video, or sometimes we don't even mention this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely, though, within the body of the email, you know, call out, watch my video, or get some sort of teaser so that they do click on it. You will have that timestamp that shows it's, you know, 30 seconds, less than a minute, or whatever. So that they know that it's not a lot of time that they have to invest. Some best practices, you know, utilize your space. You don't want to be too close to the camera. You want to be enough back. Use your hands. If you're calling out, you know, I've got 3 important things that I'm going to tell you in this video. Firstly, secondly, third, book time on my calendar. We integrate with Calendly and other scheduling platforms. So you want to make sure that you call out book time on my calendar. Use your hands, use your space, but don't use it so much that you go off camera. And just be natural, play around with it, have fun. I tell a lot of people in the beginning of adopting video, share videos with your colleagues just so that you get comfortable with it. You know, send a video to your colleague of what you did over the weekend or what you had for dinner last night so that you get more comfortable. And you can start using a variety of teleprompter scripts with Hippo video so that you sort of see what the pace is, because you can, you know, slow it down or speed it up. Listen, you're not gonna sit down at a piano and learn Beethoven's Pathetique right away. You got to practice a little bit in the beginning, and then you're going to settle in and get comfortable with seeing yourself on camera and utilizing the space. So
my biggest piece of advice here is to kind of turn off notifications. Turn off notifications. Yeah. It's an awful feeling when you almost finish recording your video and then someone texted you in Slack.
Yeah,
Oh.
I've had that happen.
Yeah, it's awful feeling.
Yeah.
All right. So, any other questions? Okay. Okay. So we have a Q&A question in Q&A section. Magdalena asks, maybe you can help me, Heidi, here. For recruiting purposes, candidate outreach, do you recommend anything else for the videos in addition to sharing the LinkedIn profile?
Sorry, repeat that?
For recruiting purposes, like candidate outreach, do you recommend anything else for the videos in addition to sharing their LinkedIn profile?
Oh, yeah, you could include their website backdrop. You could include even if you found like a fun active GIF on the internet, like for today, it's Groundhog's Day, right? You could put Punxsutawney Phil in the background saying, hey, happy Groundhog Day. Seems like I keep repeating these emails and these videos to you, but I can't seem to break through and get you to open the door. You know, have fun with it, play around with it, I would say.
Mhm.
But yeah, lots of things that you can do for your backgrounds.
Yeah, I haven't tried candidate outreach at all, so I can't recommend anything. All right.
It seems like we've addressed all the questions. Thank you so much, everyone. It was a really fun hour, and I appreciate all the questions coming through. Thank you, Vlad, for showing us the finer points of building a strong sales cadence. I hope that we all can, you know, hit those quotas and beyond for 2023 as we just start out here. So thanks everyone for joining, and you will get this recording probably by tomorrow, I would say.
Mhm. Yeah. Okay. And again, thank you everyone for joining us today. I really appreciate spending this 1 hour with us. Thank you, Heidi, for joining us. Great conversation, and have a great day, everyone.
Take care, everybody.